Zerg's everywhere. Zerg isn't Imba, they're just talented people. True, true. Parker Mike spitting facts in the chat. Spitting all them facts. But here we go. We are diving in to the lower bracket finals. Only 2 series left. Only dos. Till the end of the tournament. Till it's all over. And spawning in the top right hand corner of Glittering Ashes ALE, we have the Brazilian Zerg player representing Amantes de StarCraft. It is the ZergLord. And spawning in the bottom left hand corner of Glittering Ashes ALE, we have the Costa Rican Zerg player. He is purple, representing Infernales Esports. It is EON. Of course, Infernales Esports was the new team of 2021. Exertus Ignatz is the new team of 2022. Out with the old, in with the new. Infernales is still a very solid team. You know, they've got players like EON, they've got Parker Mike, they've got Eggs. Unfortunately, a lot of these players, though, aren't as active as I would like them to be. Parker Mike and Eggs, you know, they're busy playing League of Legends, you know, they're playing Minecraft, they're studying, they're working, not playing StarCraft. Shame on you. Shame. But again, I'm sure we're going to see them later on in the year, especially when it comes to the DreamHack circuit. They always come back. They always come back. And I look forward to when they do eventually come back. Until then, EON is holding that Infernales flag, and it's great to see him. I wish I was able to see more of EON, to be honest. Like, he's a great player. It's just, again, he has been a little bit stagnant when it comes to his progression, when it comes to the other players. He's been a very solid mid-tier Latin American player for many years, but that's kind of where he's been stuck. So we're waiting for him to break out of that and break into being the next, you know, the ZergLord, Ryu, Jim Rising. That's what I'm waiting for EON. And despite that, like, it's always great seeing him play. Like, he's a very aggressive player. He's a very unique player as well. So, always enjoy watching EON. He is the long-lost brother of Neo. As they have the same name, just rearranged a little bit. Just a little bit. Just a little bit. As EON is going for his third base, both players taking their third bases at a regular time. I am shocked. Standard ZvZ? Crazy. Are we going to see a Baneling nest? Oh my god. First Baneling nest of the day. we haven't seen Banelings at all in all of these ZvZs. Neo Shaggy, Jim Rising, the ZergLord. Like, we just haven't been seeing it, but finally it's here. I've missed you. I've missed you. And so is EON, because EON is ling flooding behind this. My god, 16 lings are on the way. The goal here of EON is to try and deny this third base of the ZergLord. He has his own Baneling nest on the way, but it is much later compared to the ZergLord. So even though we have a lot of lings, there should be Banelings to defend across the map for our Brazilian player. There we go. There's the Baneling nest. Show me the Banes. Show me the Banes. Hey, we need some Banelings. There we go. A little bit late. The lings are about to show up and the Banelings are not ready. Oh my god, mate. The timing of this. He's trying to target down the eggs. Can he get them? He does deny one egg, but it looks like he'll only deny one. Two. The Banelings will finish and the ZergLord will defend. As long as he doesn't waste his Baneling. Oh god. So the ZergLord cutting it close there. Very close in the end. But again, he will be able to hold on. Ooh, almost loses. Oh, almost loses the queen. Jesus Christ. The ZergLord playing with fire. Playing with a lot of fire there. Jesus Christ. Behind this, he's been able to drone up. He does have a worker lead. Already got a Roach Warren. Upgrades on the way. What's interesting to me is that EON doesn't have an Evo chamber. He throws one down now, but this is a very late Evo chamber. I almost want to say that this Baneling Nest was kind of a waste. If EON wanted to delay upgrades and rush into roaches as quickly as this, then why waste gas on a Baneling Nest, you know? Meanwhile, the ZergLord goes for a counterattack. He will delay this push, confirms the roach count, and now the ZergLord can work on his own roaches at home, even a couple of spines. Like, this is going to be a very, very strong timing. Oh my god, 5 spines are on the way. Jesus Christ. Can the ZergLord hold on to his base? That's the question. Roaches are on the way, but they're not ready. They're not ready at all. At the same time, Lings go for another counterattack. Yo, and they're going to be able to trade incredibly well, but in come the roaches. Oh, and the spines aren't done. The first spine will get picked off, and the second spine is kind of in range, but this hatchery is so low. Oh god, he can just focus it down. One more. One más. Up. And he will get that hatchery. Not just the hatchery, he gets the spines as well. And now the ZergLord is in a really rough place. He does have a really nice drone count, but being down at base, like, EON can catch up. Oh. Bit of a misrally, but EON doesn't lose any of his roaches, thankfully. The ZergLord +1 is about to finish up. I kind of want the ZergLord to counterattack now with +1. There we go, he's pushing out across the map. Is this +1 timing going to be enough? Maybe. I mean, there's spines and there's Lings to defend as well. EON should be okay, but I'm sure EON doesn't want to trade right now. Like, he doesn't want to waste larva on army, he wants to make drones. He wants to catch up. Oh, meanwhile, the ZergLord, he pokes in. Oh, does get one spine. No, he doesn't get it. Oh, he does get it in the end, but now he gets fully surrounded. Ay, he got baited. Gets baited into a fight he didn't want to be a part of, and EON, oh my god, just swallows up the roach army. The ZergLord, he should have seen those spines and be like, yeah, nah, that's I don't want any of that, but he stuck around a little bit too long, and now that was his entire army, mate. He doesn't have a lot left to defend. He doesn't have a lot at all. EON, he rocks up. Spines are not in position. They're in the middle of burrowing, and the ZergLord, he may just lose the third base again for the second time in a row. In fact, I think he just will. Roaches are coming out, which is cool. Oh god, a Baneling does kind of get wasted on eggs, but there we go. That hatchery does fall. And from here, EON can just turn around. He has to be careful not to overstay his welcome. But I mean, you know, why not? He's diving straight on in. I don't know if you really want to be doing this if you're EON. Oh god, the reinforcements are coming out. EON, he's gonna lose everything. EON, please, he got too greedy. Just turn around. Oh, gets a queen though. Not bad. Couple of drones. Was that worth it though? Is that really worth it? 4 drones? Maybe. Maybe it was. Maybe it was. Questionable move there. Questionable move by EON. But regardless, like, the counterattack overall worked really well, you know, just keeps denying this hatchery time and time again. It's just back and forth. It just doesn't stop. These players won't stop. They just keep hitting each other, just back and forth with just nothing but roaches. But I want to say it's too late. I want to say that, but oh my god, EON wasn't paying attention. It didn't matter. It didn't matter anyway. It's fine. Don't worry about it. Don't worry. The ZergLord forced back all the way again. EON has to be... Again, you gotta respect these defensive positions. You gotta respect the ramps. Calm down, EON. Calm down. We'll back off. I love this. Both players are like, Spire, let's go. Mutas would be amazing right now, and great minds think alike. We're just waiting for our gases. So far, at our third bases, no one's taken any gases. We're all just chilling here. the Spire of the ZergLord is that little bit faster, just a little bit, is going to be enough. We'll see. Regardless, we're going to be pretty chill here. Like, I don't think anyone wants to throw away their roaches before they get their mutas out. Like, the ZergLord is kind of like shocking around. But you got to be careful, you know. Especially because we have the overlords here. Like, the ZergLord doesn't want to get his army caught out. And there we go. There are our gases. Again, both players are just kind of chill, macroing up. A lot of gas has been banked up for both of our players. And there we go. 8 mutas and +1 is on the way. EON being punished for how late his Spire is. But he's getting his own mutas. Where's +1 though? Not working on his own upgrades. I'm really concerned. Like, EON has been playing so well, and he's been getting so many advantages. But if we end up in a muta versus muta, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter how many drones you have. It doesn't matter how many roaches you have. Like, mutas don't care about any of that. Oh boy. This is what I mean. Like, there's no spore here. There's nothing. There's one queen. Oh, the queen is gonna get picked off. Mutas are coming out, but the muta count is in favor of the ZergLord. And like EON, he's stuck with all these roaches. What's he gonna do with them? Nothing. He's losing all his mutas. No, this was not the fight you wanted to take. That's game. He lost every single muta. He has one left. The Spore's not in position to protect the mineral line either. These roaches have to win the game. Like, EON is all in. Oh no. EON, he's sending it with his roaches. He's catching a couple of move command roaches, so some nice trades. He's gonna kill this hatchery for the 3rd time. Oh my god. Alright, here we go. Roaches, you got a lot to do. You're on a mission. You gotta kill every single hatchery. Gets the Warren. Gets the queens. Can he get the natural? Yeah, he'll get the natural. He'll get it. Can he deny +1? That would be huge. Up, 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 up. No, he will not. +1 finishes just in time. At the same time, we got roaches across the map. Ugh, the EON is losing everything. And the problem is that we have a muta cloud. Like, EON is gonna... Sorry, the ZergLord is gonna clean all of this up and then counterattack. And EON has no answer. He has nothing. Oh, nice deny on the Spire. And what do we have at home? We have 10 mutas against 25 of the ZergLord. We have 2 spores in each base. That's nice. That's cute. That doesn't make up for 15 mutas. 15 mutas, like 1 spore does not equal 15 mutas. Especially the mutas are caught out in the middle of the map. No! Not again. ¿Por qué? EON, please. Loses another muta. And again, like, the ZergLord, he can just keep going from here. He doesn't have to play this safe. And there we go. He just dives in. He pulls a trigger, focuses down the spore, the queens, the mutas. And there is nothing remaining here. EON played so well in the Roach Ravager portion, but when it comes to the muta versus muta, that is where he fell apart. GG gets called. And the ZergLord takes game number 1. Oh, GG. Roach seesaw. Exactly. Yeah, it was so back and forth. Just the roaches just hammering each other over and over and over again. Adult life. Este Paco Mike, man. No mames, adult life? Kappa. But yeah, like EON, like the early game and even the mid game, he was doing so well. But going into those mutas, especially the fight where the first fight with the mutas where his muta count was reset, was awful. You don't want to fight like that. You need spores, you need queens, you need some ground support if you know you have the lower muta count. EON just threw it all away. Threw it all away. Feels bad. Feels bad, man. And now, Now we're diving into game 2. Game número 2. Kid Bengala. Go the ZergLord. I mean, the ZergLord's a great player. He's a great player, and again, he just knows what needs to be done. Can he do it again? We will find out. As spawning in the bottom left-hand corner of 2000 Atmospheres LE, we have the Brazilian Zerg player representing Amantes de StarCraft. Currently up 1-0 in this best of 3. It is the ZergLord. And spawning in the top right-hand corner of 2000 Atmospheres LE, we have the Costa Rican Zerg player representing Infernales Esports. Currently down in this series, but not out. It is EON. Oh boy. Again, I was very impressed. I was very impressed with how EON played out game number 1, and his decision making, his timings, his roach pushes. It was all solid. It was all very solid. But the decisions to go into Spire, it was just later, and everything just fell apart after that. Just fell apart for him. Oof. Feels bad, man. Feels bad. We'll see. We'll see if he can fight back. We'll see if he can redeem himself in game number 2. It is going to be an uphill battle. He's got to win 2 games in a row if he wants to make it to the grand finals and have a chance, have a shot at Jimbo Rising, at Jimena. That's a real possibility, to be fair, but again, uphill battle. Oh boy. Let's see. Let's see how we do. As so far, everything is pretty standard. I expect to see both players to go for their third bases at a regular time, for their Bailing Nests as well. Again, a much more standard form of ZvZ that we're used to in the Latin American region. If we see a divergence, then of course we will point that out. We will keep an eye out for that, but I expect to see third bases. But we will see. So far, again, nothing too crazy from either of these players. EON is prioritizing his gas that much more, not really pulling out. His link speed is a little bit late though. I wonder if it was a conscious decision not to go for link speed and skip it. He's got a lot of gas. He's taking a oh my god! He's taking a second gas? Lair? 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 Yeah, Lair, let's go! 2 base muta? Right? Like, he's skipping link speed. He is working on a wall, which is fine. That makes sense. But this has to be mutas, right? We'll see, we'll see. There's obviously there are options, you know. This could be Nidus for roaches, right? It could just be fast roach speed. Yeah, you know what? I'm leaning towards that, actually. I think I'm being convinced. Because even if you go mutas, like, lings are typically what you want to support those mutas. So to not go for ling speed, this tells me that it's probably going to be roaches. And there we go, +1 ranges on the way. And the the third and fourth gases haven't been taken, so feels bad, man. I wanted a solid 2 base muta play, but that is not what we're seeing. It is going to be 2 base roach. Feels bad, man. Feels bad. But at least it's something different. At least it's something different. There we go. Roach speed is on the way, so opted not to go for the Nidus, instead roaches, and this all gets scattered. Just like that. Beautifully done by the ZergLord. He confirmed that the gases at the natural weren't taken. He also confirmed that the Roach Warren was researching, and it can only be researching if you have a lair. So the ZergLord has all the information he needs. He knows that it's not going to be mutas, and he should be able to prepare at home. How do you prepare? Just don't drone up too much. Get up to like 40, maybe 42 drones, and that's it. And then just work on your army to make sure you have an army to defend against the oncoming army, the oncoming roaches, the push. If you want to drone up, you can, but if you do drone up, then you need to invest in stack defense, right? Like, get some spines up and running, and make sure your vision is on point so you can see when the push comes. Speaking of, EON, he's still making nothing but roaches. The ZergLord droned up a little bit more, but again, this is still okay. 41 drones is still fine. Ugh, but he's making 3 more. This is making things a little bit more close and a little bit riskier. Because again, EON doesn't care too much about droning up. Alright, here we go. Third is on the way, which the ZergLord has not scattered. Not yet, but here come the roaches. The ZergLord will spot this move out, and he should have enough at home to defend. Like, he's seen everything. Like, there is no excuse not to have an army at home, and I mean, we've got one. There we go, just like that. EON gets swatted away, only loses a handful of lings, and now we're forced into a more standard game. This is a great time to drone up here for EON and for the ZergLord. There we go, drones are on the way, but EON is behind. His third base is late, his drone count is lower than that of the ZergLord. He has to work on another timing, and that other timing is going to be +2. So +2 is going to be the next big damage spike, upgrade spike for EON. Especially because the ZergLord hasn't started +2 at all. It's that this Evo chamber is doing nothing right now. Feels bad, man. Feels bad. Meanwhile, here we go. The ZergLord is moving out. EON does see all of this with his changelings, so he should be getting in position. There we go. He's throwing down a spine. But oh my god, the ZergLord has made just so many roaches. Is this just going to be it? It's like I'm looking ahead at like +2, and +2 will be great, but we're not gonna get there because the ZergLord, because of his drone superiority, because of his economy, he's just made so many more roaches, and this is gonna be it. The anti-timing +2 is not gonna come into play. There's just too much. And just like that, the ZergLord is breaking on through. EON tried to be cheeky with a much earlier roach push, and we saw that it did nothing. It all got scouted. Like, if you're going to base roach, you have to deny scouting. You have to get that wall up and running, and you have to keep your opponent on their toes, and you have to keep them guessing. Ay, ay, ay. And that just did not happen in the end. 4 drones get picked up, the roach army is being reinforced, there's still just so much here, and it's just barely enough to break through. Feels Zerg, man. The dynamic of roach versus roach, it happens, you know? And again, it's one of those things where EON was the one who decided to be the aggressor, who decided to delay his third base, to go for those roaches, and because the ZergLord knew everything that was happening, he just responded so well to it. Oh, no GG? No GG. The ZergLord takes the game, takes the series, and moves on to the grand finals. GG. GG, well played. Congratulations. Congratulations, the ZergLord. And with that, as I said, he moves on to have a rematch against Jim Rising. When it comes to EON, Game 2, the game that we just saw, was pretty cut and dry. Like, it was pretty straightforward what happened there. It was kind of like a build order loss in a way. But Game 1 was a lot more dynamic, and I do think that there's a world out there where EON wins Game 1 and we go to the ace match. You know, like, that definitely could have happened. I was very impressed with EON in Game 1. Game 2 was a lot more unfortunate. Bit of a feels bad, man. When you go for a strategy and it doesn't work, that sometimes that can just be it. Especially when you get read like a book like that. So, again, the ZergLord's responses were just on point. And with that, congratulations to the ZergLord. He will move on to face Jim Rising in the grand finals in a best of 5.